Starts at 9:09. 4 minutes. Let's get it. Let's get it. Mm-hmm. Hello. I'm going to start at exactly 9:09. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey there, everyone who's joined. Hey, starting in 1 minute. Hi, good evening, family. What up? What up? Hey, everyone. Hey, hey. Grab some wine, grab a beer, grab some tea. I'm going to keep you on long because I know we're tired. We're probably going to be on maybe like 20, 25 minutes. And so make sure you have your questions ready because I'm going to move through everything fairly quickly. And I want to spend most of the time talking about Cuba. We on and poppin'. Welcome. Welcome to La Santera Live. I figured let me create a live where I could connect with everyone and answer any questions because I have a lot going on and I want to end this year strong. And so I'm here to serve you. So I want to start with um, what's coming up the soonest. Well, some housekeeping rules. I am just going to move through all of the announcements that I'm going to make. And then I'm going to go back and look at your questions. So if you have questions, you can begin to drop them and then I'll scroll and read. For those of you on the Facebook Live and on the YouTube Live, I would go to, if there's any way that you can send me the message or post them in the IG live, in the Instagram live, I would prefer to look at it on one screen so I'm not going crazy. But I will make a point to refer to each of the other screens if I missed anything. Are we clear? Everyone good? Can I get a word? Can I get a got it? Understood? Welcome, everyone. So I am La Santera, and I'm so excited and humbled um, to do the work that I do. I am not only a priestess in the Alocha in the Yoruba tradition, I am also the writing midwife. I am the founder of the New York City Latina Writers Group. I founded the New York City Latina Writers Group 13 years ago this past October, and we are celebrating our anniversary this Friday. So I'm starting with that. You are invited. Um, we're going to have cocktails. The event is $10 and it's really, really beautiful. The title of the event is Ladrona, the Stories We Steal. So you are cordially invited to the 13th anniversary of the New York City Latina Writers Group. This special event honors aspiring, emerging, and seasoned writers of the New York City Latina Writers Group, many of which have gone on to do amazing things. I want to shout out all of the incredible writers who are going to be um, sharing their work and reading. We have JF Siri, we have Nancy Arroyo Ruffin, we have Cindy Bautista Tomas, Angie Abreu, we have Josely Castillo Fuertes, my partner, we have Sydney Valerio and Sonia Alejandra Rodriguez, as well as some like surprise people who are going to show up. And yes, I'm going to speak. Oh, I'll get back to that question. I caught a question. I'll get back to that. Sydney Valerio, Sonia Alejandra Rodriguez, and some special guests who are going to show up and share space. And so you're all invited. It's open to the public. It's family friendly. And that's this Friday, November 15th at 6 p.m. from 6 to 9 at Alianza Dominicana Cultural Center, 530 West 166th Street. That's in Washington Heights, AC1 to 168th, 6 p.m. RSVP at DominicanWriters.com. Please come. It's going to be a blast. We're going to party together. You get to get loved on by me. And so um, the featured event, well, there are two things happening that night. We're going to have a panel discussion because the title of the event is Ladrona, the Stories We Steal. And the discussion is, when is a story not yours to steal? So we're going to be talking a little bit about cultural appropriation, about stories that we don't tell, that we keep. De eso no se habla. When you come from a Caribbean, Latino, Black family, some of us have come up where we have been taught to keep things secret. We don't tell our secrets we don't share our secrets with anyone, and let alone write it. And so we're going to dispel some of those myths and have conversation about that. as well as a special reading by all of the writers who I mentioned. So that's that announcement. The second announcement is I have 4 writing workshops to close out 2019. One of the things, if you know me, you know that my love is writing. That is what I am. That is who I am. And I love to hold space for writers to come and get shit done. And so I have 4 workshops starting November 24th. And I'm offering a special, all 4 for $100. You can RSVP also at DominicanWriters.com, as well as on my IG. In my link tree, there's a link to that. You could just pay the $100 on my PayPal and say writing workshops. And you are in. There are only 3 spots left. And so the first workshop is November 24th, Calladita te ves más bonita, Writing Rage. The second is Life, Death, Rebirth, and the Memoir. That is December 1st. And then 2 rounds of Writing from the Womb, which is my signature workshop. That is December 8th and December 13th. All workshops are from 2 to 5 p.m. at Spiritually Sparkled at 3411 3rd Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10456. You want to dress comfortably. Hey, everyone who's joined. Welcome, welcome, family. You want to dress comfortably. All the writing workshops, you're dressing comfortably. You're bringing work that you're working on. You are bringing snacks for yourself so that you're nourished. Any questions that you have about the writing workshops, drop them in the IG live comments and I'll come back and look at that. And those are the workshops. So this project is something that I have been working on for a long time and meditating on for a long time. The Healing Shit series. Heal Your Shit. It came out of a conversation that I had with I teach senior citizens. I teach writing at senior centers in the Bronx and in Manhattan. And I was having a conversation with my seniors about, some of the shit that's happening in the world and some of the things that are happening to some of the women that I know. And I actually said, yo, you just need to heal your shit. We need to heal our shit. And as I said those words, it just felt so right that we all have shit to heal, that we have things that we're going through, and many of us are just looking for some hope, something to connect to. And so this workshop has been 2 years in the making. It's the Healing Shit series. It's a goddess training workshop. It is 7 sessions, 7 weeks with 7 facilitators. All of them are healers, master healers in their own right, and are bringing something incredibly special. That series starts this Saturday, November 16th. If you are a man that wants to give something to a sister friend, a lover, a mother, this workshop would be incredibly special. I'm offering a special for the workshop. It's 7 sessions for $233. I marked it down. It was $315 per person. So it's $233. Buy one, bring one. So you get to bring a sister friend, your mother, a cousin, a bestie, whoever you feel like you want to share that space. We're being called to do some healing work together. And so it's 7. Hey, everyone. It's 7 weeks of intense, beautiful healing workshops that are intended to give you some tools, right? I love that it's happening at the end of this year so that we can enter 2020 more ready, more prepared, more armed for what's coming, right? And so, what a beautiful way to end the year honoring ourselves, giving something to ourselves. This is the ultimate act of self love. So that starts this Saturday, November 16th. There are 7 dates. That's on my Instagram. It's also on my website. You can ask me questions about that too. Now, what's up, Cindy? Um, Now let's talk about Cuba, because I believe many of you have joined for Cuba. So I am at the launch of La Santera on October 25th. I announced that La Santera, the firm, was going to have a segment where we do tours and we take folks who are interested in learning about the Yoruba religion as it is practiced in Cuba. And I have created a team of incredible santeros, santeras, babalao, obas, people who I trust with my life to guide us. And so I have actually I I've actually posted it on the website. So if you go to lasantera.wordpress.com/La Tours, I have actually posted the entire agenda. I haven't announced it to anyone. You are all the first to know. The So yeah, the La Santera Tours, it's bringing you to Cuba, to Havana, so that you can actually attend things. We're going to have workshops, we're going to have cultural events, we're going to have music events, we're going to have misas espirituales, we're going to travel to sacred sites. You'll be introduced to Ifa in a very formal way and an informal way. The things that you are allowed to see and partake in as someone who is not an initiate or an aleo, which is someone who is not part of the religion. So we're going to visit sites and you're going to meet incredible people. And so there's an agenda. The travel dates are February 26th through March 2nd, 2020. So February 26th, 2020 to March 2nd, 2020. Um, Reservations open today. And that's going to be on my PayPal account. And what I'm asking is for a $500 deposit due at the time of booking. And deposits are only going to be accepted while space is available. There are 12 spots. And when I tell you I have been getting inundated with emails of people who are interested, I'm very excited. Know that that is happening very soon. Your final payment would be due January 30th, 2020. So get your finances in order. Um, the minimum travel for the group is going to be for the group tour is going to be 6. So 6 is the goal, right? For me, 12 is the most, 6 is the goal for us to travel in February. And yeah, so day 1 is Havana and visiting some sites. Day 2 is a walk tour, a boat, um, visiting Our Lady of Regla. There's a ton of stuff on the website. Day 4 is our workshops, music workshops, dance workshops, and a trip to Matanzas, where my Rama de la Pimienta, um, in terms of my lineage in the religion, is born in Matanzas. So that's a very sacred land for us. And so the workshops are going to be the roots of Ifa. We'll have drumming ceremonies. There will be a tambor, guiro, o sea. Day 6, um, we return. We return to New York. The travel is all out. We leave from New York City. We're going to be leaving from New York. And yeah, and the price is $2,400 per person. That includes flights from New York. If you want to book your own travel, it's $1,700 per person. That includes meals, that includes transportation, and that also includes your hotel. So, vámonos pa Havana. Questions. Let's talk. I am here to serve. What do you want to know? Let me scroll through and see what we got. Um, I'm interested in practicing Santeria, becoming a curandero. Where should I start? Books, groups. I do believe in starting with books. I do believe in studying. I do believe in reading, and I have a lot of books and references. Um, I believe I have some books listed on my website. If I don't, I will be sure to do that in the coming weeks. Like take a photo of all of the books that I have and share those resources with you. Um, but honestly, I'm someone who believes that how we begin any journey into the spiritual, we're honoring our ancestors first. So there's something really sacred about connecting to our our lineage, our family ties, you know. And so I would start there. I would start with your ancestors, where you're from, your roots, and then as you begin to study, you will find yourself um, attracting the people that he will show up, the teachers, the mentors. I mean, coming to Cuba would be a wonderful way too, because you can go as an aleo and as an aleo and ask questions, you know, and just be present and be kind of immersed in the religion in that way and see if it's something that you feel really pulled to, called to, right? English will be spoken on the Cuba tour. All of the tour guides speak Spanish. Many of them speak English, but I'm going to be at the trip, so I'm the translator. I got you. So yes, I'll be attending. The first few trips I'll be attending so that I can translate for the English speakers. Absolutely. Um, oh, for the healing shit workshops, yes, you can attend any one, two, or three workshops that you like. They are $60 each per person. That does not qualify for the buy one get one. So yes, for the healing shit warrior training workshop, the 7-week session, the sessions are $60 each, 60 per person, and then the deal is all 7 sessions for 233. Buy one bring one. Anyone else have any questions? Anything you want to know about Cuba, about traveling to Cuba, about what you need? Ask. I know that folks are hesitant about traveling to Cuba because we know that the U.S. government has put a stop on travel to Cuba for tourist reasons. We would be traveling under the visa of religious purposes, so we would fall in that category and not have a problem with getting to Cuba and being in Cuba like legally without any issue. The Cuba trip is $2,400 with airfare, food, board, transportation, the events, the workshops, all of that. And if you want to pay for your own travel, it's $1,700 and you get to the hotel yourself. We're going to be staying together in a beautiful house in El Vedado. It's they call the houses casa particulares, and so we would be staying in a beautiful house that I can't wait to share the pictures at some point. Anyone else? Anyone else? Let me see. You know, in terms of what to bring for Cuba, I would bring comfortable clothes, right? If it we're participating in religious things, so I would bring some white clothes. So for women, I would suggest white skirts, white blouse, and if you could get like a white pashmina to cover your hair. But definitely bring comfortable clothes, you know, comfortable, your favorite like chanclas, sandals. I'll definitely post like a list of things to bring on the website so people know. But in terms of like the spiritual and religious, definitely make sure that you bring white items. And also, if you know a little bit about the religion and you feel like you might want to receive something, some kind of like sacrament, some kind of something, right? But let's say you wanted to receive your leques, right? Some sort of ritual. We can talk about that. You can email me or DM me privately, and that would be something that we would like arrange kind of separately and privately because that's your own thing. Like you might want to, you know, be registered by a babalao. You might want to be registered by a santero in Cuba, to kind of have someone who just like does a check-in and lets you know where you at, you know. But in terms of what to bring, it's 6 days, 5 nights, so we should bring something to go out. We're gonna go out. Um, we're gonna go to the beach, so your bathing suit, repellent. Like we're going to the Caribe. We're going to the Caribbean. Anyone else have any questions? Let's see. Anyone? Ask away. Listen, I know that I'm sharing a lot. Like in terms of there's a lot going on and there's a lot that you feel you might want to do. We are coming to the end of 2019. We're going to let 2019 go and really begin to manifest the thing that we desire. So if Cuba is something that you really want to do, you're going to, under this moon in Taurus, manifest that. Like begin to really look at your finances and save. It's about sacrifice. Maybe you're not getting your hair done. Maybe you're not getting your nails done. Maybe you're not going out to eat. Maybe you are planning for something big that you want to treat yourself and gift yourself. So we need to begin to invest in ourselves. Like going to Cuba is like this. It's Cuba, so it's magical. I've been to Cuba 6 times. So please ask me anything you want to know about Cuba, because I love Cuba. No questions? Really, y'all? Really? Yes, Friday's event is kid friendly. No, kids do not pay. Kids do not pay to come to the anniversary. No. Wait, who's going to Cuba? I am. I am organizing a tour to Cuba. Maximum 12 people, minimum 6. And we leave February 28th, 2020, out of New York City. I shared some details. You can play it back when I close the feed. It's going to be available for 24 hours, the Insta story, and it'll be on my YouTube because I'll save it. But I'm taking a group. It's a spiritual tour, La Santera Tours. And you're going to meet my spiritual family, like people who have been initiated for 20 plus years. The director of La Santera Tours is, her name is Leyanis Beitia Sanchez. She's the director of La Santera Tours in Havana. She's Omoyemaya, 27 years initiated. And we have my padrino, Leosmedes Fuentes Sosa. He's 18 years Omoshun, 19 years Omoshun. Renzo Davis, a Babalao, Omolegua, Adriano Uritia, my also my padrino. He's an Oba, Oriate, Omolegua. Michelle Castro Morgan and Alexander Gonzalez Calvo are just some who are part of our team. Do you have to come from a lineage to be initiated? No. No, you do not. You are chosen. The Santo chooses you. The Santo doesn't choose everyone, right? So no, my fast question is, my immediate question is, no, you do not have to come from a lineage. But I will say, for people who worry about whether or not this is a religion that's theirs, you might be the first person in your family who's called um, by the Orisha, right? And so trust that your ancestors are guiding you toward a spiritual path, a spiritual life, and that will be confirmed. That'll be confirmed when you are registered. That'll be confirmed if you begin to receive initiated some things like la mano de orula, kofa. When you receive la mano de orula, kofa, there is when it's revealed who your guardian angel is, who is the Orisha who has your crown. A lot of people, that's the thing about this trip. a lot of folks getting bamboozled out there. They're going to Cuba thinking they're receiving some religious things, and they're coming back with just some real pretty necklaces, some real cute jewelry, but they're not really getting initiated in nothing because they're meeting some charlatans. And so, what we're doing is we're introducing you to people who have integrity, people who are honorable, people who I trust. And when I say I trust, I'm saying I trust them with my life. I trust them with my crown. That's the depths of it. And so for me, you know, for me, um, it's important to feel connected. So it's less about do you have a lineage more than you are chosen, and have you met the right person to guide you on a spiritual path. The 2400 includes flight, hotel, food, all of the workshops, all of that, and transportation. That's the entire trip, right? It's all inclusive, 2400. Um, and so there are two rates. 2400 includes flight. If you want to book your own travel to book their own flight, it's the rate is 1700 for the trip, and they get to the hotel themselves when they land in Havana. I booked the flight for the 2400. Yep, which is why with the deposit, that's what I'll be doing. I'm about transparency, yo. You don't know exactly what I'm doing. So as soon as people start, I'm booking flights immediately. Absolutely. Of course, there will be opportunities to continue rituals when we're back in New York. It's really interesting. That's a great question because one of the challenges that people have is that they don't have a religious family here in New York. They don't have any lay that they can go to. The religion is very sort of private, and and so we can talk about that. We can talk about that because when you ask rituals, what kinds of rituals are you saying? Being crowned? Yes. I personally, as like a madrina, as a nialocha, I have vowed that I will only crown folks in Cuba. Like I want to bring all of my ahijados to Cuba. That's where I intend um, to to build my family because it's where I was born, and that's important to me. And also staying connected to the people who like helped birth me. You know. Any other questions? Come on, yo, ask away. Don't be shy, yo. You can DM me too if you don't feel comfortable posting live. Let me see the Facebook. Sorry, Facebook and YouTube. We just getting comfortable out here. All right, family. That's pretty much everything that I wanted to share um, for tonight. I hope that I answered your questions. Know that I am accessible. Please be patient with me because La Santera is not my only job. I teach. I'm a mom. I have a house. Like I got things, but I got you, right? When you say how do you get stronger connections, what do you mean? What do you mean? You mean stronger connections spiritually? You mean strengthening your faith? You're welcome. Just Juju, write me. Send me a DM or email me, lasantera.nyc@gmail.com. I'll answer your questions offline, okay? All right, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining tonight. And yeah, email me. Email me any questions. If you're interested in going to